Now, in this edition of the podcast, I want to chat about the benefits to you of actually being a podcaster. And they've got nothing to do with audience numbers, those blessed download numbers, or even income. Now, you're probably finding yourself a bit short-changed when it comes to fast money or validation, and it's good to remember that hosting a podcast forces you to pick up new abilities quickly, such as writing, recording, shaping conversations when interviewing guests, editing your audio or video, and thinking about pacing and clarity in your final product. There's also the designing of graphics, writing your custom show notes, marketing, of course, and on it goes. Every one of them is something for you to learn from and get better at. Frankly, you quickly get better at explaining ideas, asking sharper questions, and holding someone's attention by being a podcaster, perhaps even increasing your vocabulary and speaking voice. And these improvements tend to show up elsewhere too, whether at work, in social settings, or when contributing to other projects. The longer you host the show, the deeper your understanding of your subject becomes. Preparing for episodes, speaking with guests pushes you to read more, think more critically, and explore angles you might never have considered otherwise. Over time, you often end up knowing your topic inside out, sometimes even more thoroughly than the people you invite on your podcast to be interviewed. That said, knowing your subject well doesn't mean filling in the silence by rambling on to prove just how clever you are. Ask your guest the question, let them finish their answer, and stay curious. Listening properly is where most of the learning happens. Don't interrupt, even if you think you know the answer to the question you just asked. Podcasting also creates unexpected connections. Inviting people onto your show opens conversations with people you wouldn't normally meet, and engaging with listeners helps build a sense of shared interests. In many cases, those exchanges can grow into genuine professional relationships and maybe occasionally even a proper friend. Who knows? There's also something valuable about committing to a project that asks you to show up regularly every week, putting your ideas out into the world. Doing that episode after episode, week after week, tends to build confidence simply through repetition and follow through. After all, 99% of everything is actually turning up and delivering on your promise. It only counts when you do it. Even with a small audience, the impact can be worthwhile. If a few dozen people make time to listen and look forward to your next episode or get in touch to say an episode helped or entertained them, well, that's really meaningful. And it's hard to dismiss work that clearly matters to someone else. I know that when listeners call me asking for advice or to say a show helped them in some way, well, that genuinely makes my day. That's really what I'd love to hear. And it will make your day too. But don't count on receiving any feedback, to be honest. The listening and viewing public will rarely get in touch unless they've got something to sell or want to make a complaint. For people whose day jobs leave little room for creative expression, podcasting can fill an important need. If only because it's your podcast. You created it literally out of thin air and nobody can take it away from you. It's your space to explore ideas, talk about what you care about, and work without layers of approval or constraint. In the end, if you start a podcast simply because you enjoy the subject, enjoy learning as you go, and value thoughtful conversations, and want a project that's truly your own, well, the reward in personal development are real. Enjoy the ride. Who knows where you'll end up as a podcaster and what you will learn and who you will meet. Okay, you've been watching Podcasting Made Easy. Find out more at my website, stevehartmedia.com, and check out my Podcasting Made Easy book wherever you buy or borrow your books. And let me know your podcasting questions. I'll be happy to answer them in a future podcast. Okay, I'll see you next time.